friends, welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. Today I am collaborating with my good friends Ellie and Mary Beth. I'll let you know more about them in a few minutes, but we are making DIYs with Dollar Tree calendars. So first of all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda, and if you're returning, you know I love you. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, here's DIY number one. So for this DIY, I'm going to use this page from the Farm Fresh calendar from this year, 2022. I'm going to use a pumpkin sign I got from Dollar Tree last year, but I believe they still have similar ones. And then this DecoArt acrylic paint in the color Pumpkin Spice or Spiced Pumpkin. I'm going to start off by removing that metal leaf in the bow, and then I'm going to paint the pumpkin with the pumpkin color and the stem with that brown color. Then I take my calendar page here and I'm just trimming off the extra paper, and then I am going to take my brush and I'm going to get it wet and I'm going to rip all along the edges that I had cut. I wanted this to have a real rough torn edge. I wanted it to look kind of old. So that's what I did there. After that, I took a napkin and my antique wax and I am just brushing it or wiping it all over my picture to give it that antique look. And I absolutely love the way this comes out, you guys. Then I did the same thing going all around the pumpkin with that antique wax and a napkin. Now it's okay if you see, like you can see the bee there, the paint. I only did one coat of paint, and that's because we're going to cover it up with that calendar page. So then I just took my Mod Podge and I just covered the front of my pumpkin with that Mod Podge and I set it aside to dry. And about 20 minutes later, once it was dry, I took my page, my calendar page, put it on the pumpkin, put some parchment paper on there, and then I'm just using my little heat press here to go all around it and set that glue so that it adheres to my calendar page. Then I took some antique Mod Podge and I'm just going to put it all over the top part of the calendar page and then let that dry. And once it was dry, I did the same thing. And this just helps get any wrinkles out. I love this method. It really does dissolve a lot of the wrinkle issues that you have otherwise. So once I was done with that, I took some of my braided cord here that I got from Amazon. It is in my Amazon store. And I'm just going to go all the way around the edge of the pumpkin. I just feel like it gives it a nice finishing look, and it just makes it look rustic and farmhouse, and I just love using this cord on the edges of my signs. After I had this all around that pumpkin, I'm going to use my wood glue and some hot glue, and I'm going to glue together 3 of these jumbo tumbling tower blocks. They're actually from Five Below, and they're called, I think they're just called tumbling tower. No, I think they're tower blocks or tumble blocks or something. They're named a little different, but they are bigger than the regular tumbling tower blocks you get Dollar Tree, and I really like them. So I just used my antique wax, brushed them on and wiped it off, the excess, and then I'm using the wood glue and hot glue here to make a stand for my pumpkin. And I just adhere it to the front, and then I'm going to adhere this one to the back of my pumpkin so that way it stands up nicely. And one of the reasons why I used these bigger blocks is because I wanted a bigger base so that I could add some stuff to it like this. So I'm just taking some leaves here. I started off by hot gluing a leaf down, and then I took a couple of these mini bales of hay, oh my gosh, and I'm hot gluing them down to that base. And then I took some of these burlap pumpkins that I got from Dollar Tree this year, and I hot glued one on. And then I had in my stash these little pumpkins. They had these little like floral wires on them, and I just pulled it off from the bottom, and then I'm going to hot glue one next to my burlap pumpkin there, and then I added a few more in front there. And then I'm just going to add a couple of those leaves up to the top. Sorry, it's out of frame, but it's just up by the stem. And then I put that metal leaf and bow that I took off of it. I'm just going to add that right back on. And that's all there is for this one. And like I said, you guys, this one is my favorite of the ones today. I love the way this came out. You'll have to let me know what you think about this one in the comment box below. Okay, today I'm participating with my sweet friends Ellie from DIY From House to Home and Mary Beth with MB Gray Designs, and we are making our DIYs with calendars from Dollar Tree. So make sure you check out their channels and their videos, and I will have links to all in my description box below. Here's DIY number 2. Okay, so I'm going to use this page from this Enjoy the Little Things calendar from 2022, and I'm going to use this charger that I got from Dollar Tree this past year as well. This is what I'm starting out with because I wasn't quite sure what all I wanted to do. I just knew what I wanted to cut this out. So I'm cutting out this calendar page by going all around these leaves. I'm just trimming as much of the paper off as I can, and I do this all the way around so that it's just basically the square part and the leaves. And this did take a little bit of time, so if you want to recreate this, put on a movie or put on one of my playlists and enjoy yourself, because it did take some time. So once I had it all cut out, I'm just using that antique Mod Podge again. I'm just covering the inside part of that charger with it, and then I'm laying my calendar page out and just kind of pushing the leaves up onto the top, that rim there, and into the curved edge too. So I just wanted it to look like the leaves were coming out and onto the border part of that charger. Once I had them all where I wanted, I went ahead and just recovered the page with my Mod Podge. Now this antique Mod Podge is supposed to make it look a little creamier color, but I really haven't noticed too big of a difference. Then I'm just going to add all my florals together here for the top of my sign. If you're new here, I want to say welcome. My name is Brenda, and I am so happy you stopped by today. If you like what you see on this video and you like home decor on a budget, holiday decor, thrift flips, or gift ideas, and I invite you to hit that red subscribe button and become part of our YouTube family. And then let me know in the comment box that you are new here. I love to get to know my subscribers, and I love to get to know those of you who are new, plus all of you. And then make sure you hit that notification bell and hit all. That way you're notified whenever I upload a video, which my normal upload times are Monday at 5 o'clock Central PM. But I do participate during the week through different challenges and playlists. So if you hit that notification, you'll be notified when that time would be. And then also, if you guys like today's video, don't forget to hit that like and comment. Yeah, you know the drill. You've got it down. Anyways, so I don't know if you noticed just there, one of my leaves was kind of crooked, so I just put my heat gun on it for a few seconds and it straightened it all out. I just love that technique. Anyways, once I had my little swag all like I wanted it, I took some of this ribbon I got last year from Dollar Tree, and I'm just making a bow just by doing the awareness ribbon, scrunching it up, and then using some twine here to tie a knot so that way my bow stays in the shape of a bow. And then I'm just going to trim off my excess twine there and fluff my bow and dovetail the ends. And if you don't know how to dovetail, you just fold in half and cut at an angle. You can cut downward or upward. It's all up to you. once I have this all made, I am going to hot glue my little swag on top of my charger, and then I'm going to hot glue my bow on top of the swag. Then I took this sunflower I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm trimming down the back, and then I'm going to hot glue that right underneath my bow there. And after that, I took some twine, I tied knots on the ends of the twine, and I am just going to hot glue them to the back of my charger. And that's all there is for this one, and I really love the way this came out. It came out so different, and I don't know, I really love it. You have to let me know what you think about this one as well. Okay, make sure you are following me on social media, and if you're not, you can find the links to my accounts in my link tree in the description box below, as well as links to other accounts that I am affiliated with as well. Here's DIY number 3. So for this DIY, I'm going to use 4 5-gallon paint sticks that I cut down to 12 inches. I'm going to use this page that came from this 2021 Farmers Market calendar page calendar that I love, and then one of the cardboard inserts from those calendars, and then my antique wax by Waverly. I'm going to start off by using my school glue here, my glue stick, and I went all around my calendar page, and then I'm just going to add it to this cardboard. Now, if you recreate this, I would recommend either doubling up the cardboard if you're going to use cardboard, or just use one of the Dollar Tree square signs. I'm actually running out of the square signs, so I decided to do it this way, but I wish I would have added an extra support with some more cardboard in the back. Once I was done with that page, I took my paint sticks here, and I'm using my Waverly wax by brushing it on, and then I'm just going to wipe it off with a paper towel. Well, I'm wiping off the excess with a paper towel. And once I had them all done, of course, I made sure I did the sides, and on the ends, I did the same exact thing. But then I am going to use these on my calendar pages here. So I'm just going to use some hot glue on the top, just run a bead of it along the top, and then I'm going to press that wood piece right on top of my calendar. And I'm just trying to make sure that it wasn't covering my letters there. And I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. I'm just going to add that wood piece, and then I'm going to take the other 2 pieces that I had cut out and painted, and I'm using wood glue and hot glue, and I am going to attach the other 2 pieces to the back side of the wood pieces that I already put on my sign. Hopefully that makes sense. So after I have these pieces on, I guess okay, there we go. I turned it around and decided I want to add some of these half beads. Now I got these off of Amazon. I'm just using my little, I think this is a compass, right? To make sure that they're all spaced the same. And I'm just going to add them on to the top and the bottom. And then I just went through and put a little dab of hot glue and pushed it right in. And that's all there was for this part of it. And then I thought, okay, I want to make a hanger. So, before I did the hanger, I forgot. I did this part. So I took some of this braided cord that I love, and I'm just going along the edge of my sign because I didn't like the rough edge. I did have to trim some of the calendar off of from the backing, and it just kind of left it looking rough. So I decided to go ahead and cover it with my rope here, which this cord, or I should say, I just love this braided cord, and it just always looks so nice on things. So after that, then I'm going to decide to make a hanger for it. So I'm going to take some of these beads. I got these off of Amazon as well. And I took one of the hangers from one of my signs. I had it laying next to me, and I am just using this to string on the beads. And it was perfect because it still had those little plastic things on the ends. So it made it so much easier to string on my beads. And I think I used about 10 of them. And then once I was done, I cut off the plastic part. I made knots on the end, and then I just hot glued them to the top of the back of my sign, and then I just used some of this gingham ribbon to put over the ends just to give it some added support. And that's all there is for this one. No, it's not. I lied. I'm sorry. I forgot. I added one of these little pumpkins. I got these from Hobby Lobby last year. just added one to the bottom corner there, and that's all there was for it this time, I promise. And there it is. You'll have to let me know what you think about this one as well. I just love that picture. I just love that calendar. I wish I had more, but I'm not going to pay 20, 30 bucks for one calendar. Okay, so celebration of your recreations. I don't have anything for you today, so if you would like to send me a picture of a creation or recreation that you have made, you can send it to my email address there on the screen, or you can send it to me through Facebook Messenger or Instagram, and I'd be happy to showcase it for you. So here's DIY number 4. So for this DIY, I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paint in the color white. I'm going to use some buffalo check vinyl from Dollar Tree, and then these little calendar pieces that come from the back side of this calendar that I'm getting lower and lower on the pages. And then that piece that I got from Dollar Tree this summer. I'm going to start by removing that starfish, and then I'm using my my water here and getting it all wet, spritzing it all down with water, and then I'm using my paint scraper to just scrape off that paper from the front of the whole thing. And it did take me a little while, not too long, but you know, once you get it off, you can spritz it with some more water, and that will help get the rest of it off. Then I went through with my white chalk paint and I colored the front, the whole front with it and the whole back with it. After I am done painting all of it and it is dry, I took my ink chalk paint and I am just doing a real light distressing all around the front. I think I even did the back because I figured, you know, if someone looks at the back, you want it to look nice too, right? So I'm just doing the light distressing here and then just making sure I get a little heavier on the corners. After that, I took my vinyl and I laid it out just where I wanted it. I did trim it down to fit. And then I'm using my little school glue here and putting it around the back of those pictures and then adding them right into the middle. And I do this on each layer, just like you see here. And then after that, I'm going to use some more of this braided cord, and I'm going to go all the way around this little piece with that cord as well. And like I said, you guys, it just gives it a finished touch that I really like. But if you recreate this, you know, you can make it your own and do whatever it is that you like. This is just for inspiration, and yeah, and it's just something I like to do. So after I have this all done, which will be in just a second here, I'm going to trim that cord off, just cut it off, and then I'm going to do some embellishing because it looked a little plain. So I took some of these leaves and I just hot glued them all along the sides here like you see me doing. And once I have them all hot glued, and these leaves I got from Hobby Lobby last year. I took some of these little pumpkin picks that I got last year as well from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to cut the little picks off the back, and then that one, the stem was really long, so I just cut that off a little bit too. If you have these, you could always paint the stem. I was going to do that and then I never did. But I'm just going to hot glue them on that little shelf area there. And then I took this black buffalo check ribbon that from Dollar Tree. Actually, it's Gingham because it's small print. And I just made a regular shoestring bow. And then I'm just going to cut down the ends and dovetail them. And then I am going to hot glue it, I believe, to the top corner of my little sign here. And that's all there was for this one as well. And I really love this one. I think it's really cute. I love those little pages. Yeah, I love that calendar. Anyways, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked this, make sure you let me know in the comment box that you liked it or which one was your favorite today. I'd love to know. Here's the final reveal. And again, if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button before you go and the notification bell. And then remember, guys, to give me that thumbs up and comment. That way YouTube will push my video out for others to see and get some inspiration. So make sure you check out Ellie and Mary Beth's videos and let them know I sent you. Give them some love. Subscribe if you haven't already. And with all that, I will be back. I think I'm going to have a video out for you on Saturday, if not for sure on Monday. So until then, have a blessed week, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.